EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Carolina Panthers. A fairly short kick from the 14. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Mike 17. Cross the pass. Here we go. Sponge. No. Undercrush.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Man, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Bridgewater now from the 50. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Trying for Washington, but the pass intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
30, Phillip Lindsay.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catches. Hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Just don't want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to launch it for Washington, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Out. 4th down.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 8 yards on the return following a punt of 41. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a...
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Davante Adams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play it into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick, and they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
At the 16-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Davante Adams with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Brett Maher is
following the touchdown. Here's Maher to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Throwing again. Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 40-yard line.
After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports.
14, Panthers 6.
Second and 12. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Here's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration, now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he is finally out of bounds across midfield at the 40-yard line. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
He was covered by Dante Jackson.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards there, 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so...
And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Carlton Davis picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and that'll make it third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
We got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Marr able to put this one through, and that'll push the lead up to 8. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
At their own 19-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense. You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Panthers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Bridgewater to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
2nd and 12.
That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Devontae Adams on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
1-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
Complete to number 88. It's a gain of 6.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on fourth down and 9.
29 is the Mike 29. Hey, come on, come on, 29 is the Mike 29. Delta. 29 is the Mike 29.
They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And he comes back with one complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. Bridgewater on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And again, it's Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here we go on second and 12. That'll be taken in there by James Washington.
And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First down.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is good.
The score, Buccaneers 31, Panthers 9.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
We got three.
Here's Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Throwing, Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Mike, 8. Delta. 3 bucks. Mike, 8. I'm coming after you.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for number 88. Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Final play of the half, Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
With the score.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
Now, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Getting it to them in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Brought down by Trey.
15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
1st down, Buccaneers.
Here's Jones. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds Howard complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the 1st down marker. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A 51-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, The way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
First down, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
My game. Delta. All day, every day, any day. Mike 8. Bound to lose one. Delta.
They just do get the play off. Now Bridgewater. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 23. That one goes for 24 yards. A first down throw for Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. So the false start will back them up 5. And that'll set them back 5. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Drop deep.
They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And his kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. Another 3 on the board, and he's been the lone bright spot. That's now 4 field goals.
If this offense had finished a few drives, we'd be looking at a different complexion to this ball game because right now, the trade is really wrong for them, isn't it? They're trading field goals while the other team's scoring touchdowns. That's not going to work.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
Looking deep for Adams. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a first down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
And now this throw complete to Washington. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 more there and another first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 6 yards left on second down. On the counter, here's Jones. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it.
37.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Devin White able to record his 5th sack of the season. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response.
Delta. 22's coming, Mike. Here I come. Mike 22, Mike 22. Bring it. Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming, Mike. Watch the
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Michael Palardi.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Now Jones. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
I know you're trying to wring every yard out of a run, but I think 9 yards there is ideal in this situation.
Yeah, now next couple plays, you only need 1 yard. Keep that clock rolling with a lead here in the 4th.
Yeah, what you're saying is maybe if it takes you 1 or 2 more runs to get the 1st down, that's extra time, extra plays. Really hurts the team on defense.
A loss of a yard on the play.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll run it with Jones. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
7-yard line.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Buffalo 18. Mike check 33.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Yetur Gross-Matos in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
It's 2nd down and goal.
On 2nd and goal, here's the option.
Here's a quick throw right side, and it's complete. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The kick by Maher is good. And their lead will swell up to 28. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And that is incomplete. He took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. To the air again with Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Devin White in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. From the gun, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. Devin White, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Fourth down, they're going. Bridgewater. Escaping the pressure, and he's going to go down again. Devin White, and that will force a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
For Devontae Adams. Incomplete. Eli Apple on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. They'll look to throw now on first down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tonight's final
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continue